watching Dr. Phil and getting an insight on Summer Wells, you know, we're paying close attention to every piece of words that are coming out of their mouth. We're paying attention to their body language. We're paying attention to every little detail. We're going back. We're fast forwarding forward. We're rewinding back. And so go ahead and shoot that. So Don Wells on here says the first thing he thought of when he realized his daughter was missing is that she was abducted. That was his very first thought. My question is with that, all that greenery, all that trees, all that whole vast land, your first inclination would be that she was abducted, not that she was lost, not that she went out and played and fell asleep somewhere, you know, in a tree, something. Your first thought was she was abducted. And he says that multiple times, that that's his first thought, is that she... So good evening, guys. So, just coming to you live, a little exhausted. It's a little late. I'm sorry. You know, there's been a lot going on, a lot of moving parts today. And of course, I went to church. I had got to hear a great message tonight with Pastor Greg Locke at Bayshore Church, Bayshore Baptist Church, I believe it is, up the road, and what have you. So I'm just now getting back from that. Great news is one of my friends. He's been a mentor of mine for many years. He does a lot with the homeless here and homeless vets and affordable housing here in Manatee County. And he's got a motorcycle. So every opportunity I get to get on a motorcycle, because, you know, I don't have one anymore. You know, I don't personally ride, but, you know, I've always been driven on one, but I personally don't own a motorcycle anymore. So every opportunity I get to hop on the back of one, I will take it and go. So this was a really good night for me. I was able to get on a back of a motorcycle, even just for a little ride, you know, whatever. It was just, I mean, the church was 5 minutes down the road, but it was still really nice to have some wind in my hair. So anyways, just wanted to kind of give you guys an update, you know, on everything going on. I'm sure you guys have watched some of my earlier videos. We have this crazed maniac in Texas that is a real piece of garbage. I'm not even going to throw his name out there. He's not worth the recognition. Trying to intimidate me and our, you know, our collective team. And, you know, as White Boy Lockdown Radio calls it, the squad, you know, we try to do good work. We try to get out there. We try to bring attention to some cases and whatnot. And we work really hard at it. So it's like this guy is just, he's dangerous. Well, I don't know if he's necessarily dangerous or if he's all talk, no action. I mean, he's a pretty nasty guy there, but he reminds me of a drug out wackadoo job. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't think, I mean, he's a felon. He's talking about bringing guns across the state line. Don Wells just got a DUI. And, you know, even if he called Don Wells and said, hey, brother, you know, you got some protesters coming, who cares? I mean, we do our stuff lawfully. We're allowed to protest. We know our constitutional rights, and we do them perfectly, you know. We're going to be, because of this threat, we're going to be reaching out to law enforcement a lot sooner in the process. We've already reached out to law enforcement, just to forewarn everyone. We've already reached out to law enforcement in Texas to put them on the look for this guy, because he's a felon. He's talking about bringing guns across the state lines. We're not going to have any of that. You don't threaten. What kind of douchebag threatens a woman for going out and trying to help seek justice for a missing 5-year-old child? What kind of who supports that nonsense? Anybody on his channel, they deserve to be blown up, like literally blown up. You guys need to go on there and do your stuff. Go into each person that's commented on there and just tell them what a deplorable piece of crap that they are, you know? And it's just sad. And There's women in this chat room, that think this is a good idea. Like, seriously, uh, what is wrong with people these days? Nobody values human life. Probably why Summer Wells is in the condition that she's in right now, and we're trying to find her. Right? It's because whack jobs like this. It's very despicable, but it's still just one guy, right? It's still just one guy. Him and what army? Him and what army? I can tell you his YouTube followers aren't going out there. They're too busy supporting his drug habits. They don't have money. Anyways, just irritating. I wanted to give a big shout out to White Boy Lockdown Radio and Damaged Goods with No Regrets by Noel. They're a husband and wife team, YouTubers. They're very good. But, he came to our defenses today. He called this douchebag out for what he is, and he's a douchebag. This crazed maniac in Texas is a douchebag. And I hope law enforcement takes the threat seriously and breaks in his door and checks to see if he has any guns. If nothing more, they can arrest him on the drug charges, because I'm confident he's got plenty of drugs in grandma's basement. Yes, this guy he has no home of his own, real piece of garbage, and lives with grandma. Grandma supports him, and when grandma's not supporting him, he's got people filling his Cash App from YouTube to support him. He's had many channels taken down, and he just keeps popping back up. He's like a cockroach that never goes away. So we just need to work on his account and get him brought down. He violated a dog and put that on one of his YouTube channels. Just really somebody that can hurt an animal is a serious psychopath and needs to be looked at as such. I hope it sounds like law enforcement has been having an eye on him for quite some time from the conversations that we have. We have reached out to law enforcement in Tennessee as well. I believe Jonathan may have spoken with somebody from the governor's office as well. So I'm confident that, people are concerned about our safety. I'm confident that we have all of our I's dotted and our T's crossed. I believe that we've got some major players, law enforcement players, that know we're coming into town. We are going to be okay. I just want to reassure everybody that's concerned about our safety. We do, this kind of work puts us in harm's way. It just does. Unfortunately, it is just what it is. It's not going to deter us. We're not going to have some peon intimidate us. I do not intimidate very easily. And, we will be following all laws. I do have a concealed weapons permit carry license here in the state of Florida. We have limited provisions of reciprocity in Tennessee. I don't want to have to go that route. We're going to monitor what he says, moving forward, and just see, if it's something that requires me to utilize that licensing and that certificate. I will be speaking with the sheriff there tomorrow, and just getting all my ducks in a row to make sure that I am able to lawfully protect myself should that come to that situation. I do go to the gun range a lot. I do shoot my gun. I do have, pretty good aim for a girl, for a girl that's been shooting guns since she was 5 years old. So I don't like using that or telling people, but, with this credible threat, I do want him to know that, he needs to be cautious of what he's doing and what he's saying. Because those are legitimate threats of bodily injury and bodily harm. So if he approaches me based upon those threats, I'm going to have to take him as a threat. And I don't want to have to do that. But, it sucks that he put himself in this position. Hopefully he doesn't show up there. I'm hoping that, law enforcement reaches out to him in Texas and, monitors his movements moving forward to make sure that he's not doing causing any danger to himself or to others. We always are peaceful. We like to remain peaceful. We like to follow the law explicitly. We believe in the law. We believe in the Constitution. We believe it's there for a reason. And we like to make sure that we don't like the outskirts of the law. We like to be in the center lane of the law. You know what I'm saying? So, we're going to be very cautious with what we do moving forward, but we are going to, still, this is not going to deter us from our job. It's not going to deter us from where we're going and what we're planning on doing. You, the people, have reached out to us on not just, on YouTube. I mean, you guys have reached out to us on TikTok, on Twitter, on Facebook. You guys, I mean, there's been hundreds of messages that have come in to us about this case. We're not fully funded for this trip yet, but we're still going regardless. We're taking money out of our own pockets to do this for the cause. And this gentleman, he's just got people, filling up his Cash App, and I'm hoping that people aren't that stupid. You don't threaten women trying to help find a 5-year-old child. That's just really makes you kind of the low of the low, almost, almost as low as the pedophiles. You know what I'm saying? It just makes you, it puts you down there at the bottom. You're not rising above. You're just causing some irreparable personal damage. And if the people really follow you and watch that garbage and support that garbage, shame on you. Seriously, shame on you. Be on the right side of God, be on the right side of the law. The problem in America is people stop valuing human life. We have to learn to start valuing human life again. A lot of people know me, have been following me, know that I am I was in a political arena. I don't care about politics when it comes to these cases. I'm not picking and choosing the cases based on political standing, your background, whether you're a Christian or not. We don't pick these cases for that. At the end of the day, our cause is a human cause. We are all humans. We all have a right to live in safety, have affordable homes, have safe schools and good schools to send our kids to. These are things that I think everybody wants. Everybody wants to be, not be threatened, not have to worry about getting killed walking down the street, not have to worry about their child being abducted when their backs are turned. We've got to bring back this love of people back to America, and across the world for that matter. I love you. I don't care what your political beliefs are. I don't care what your religious beliefs are. I don't care what color you are. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. And you shouldn't either. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. So, yes, Kitty May, yes. He is a loony bin. That gentleman, it needs to be in jail. That's where he needs to be. I'm hoping that it's just for clout. I'm hoping it's just to try to sell some merchandise. I'm hoping he's going to get a cold or get sick or have law enforcement up his orifices so far that he won't be able to make it to Tennessee. Again, we do our stuff lawfully. You threaten us, we get law enforcement involved. We're not going to take it. Phone calls on my for tomorrow or to the FBI, the Texas Bureau of Investigation, along with the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. Yeah, I don't play. I don't play with that bull. Mm-mm. Sandy from the UK. How are you doing, my friend? How are you doing? So, people who are saying you're crazy for going after bitching for months has to be done. You're exposing who's in it for views and YouTuber clicks and not summer. Yes, I am. I am exposing that element, aren't I? Because at the end of the day, I've been very honest with you guys that we weren't planning on getting involved with this case at all. And the only reason why we have decided to get involved in this case and put our safety concerns behind us is simply because of the amount of people that have reached out to us, begging us for help, begging us. So we have, a few haters out there, but what about the overwhelming majority of people from all backgrounds, religious backgrounds, racial reaching out to us, begging for us to help this little 5-year-old child that has been missing forever. She's not in the sex trafficking, folks. I'm sorry. I'll hang my hat up tomorrow if she's found alive. I don't like making bets like that, but it sounds awful. But I can't focus on her being in sex trafficking. I'm focusing on finding Summer Wells. I'm focusing on breaking Candace Wells down so she can hear how ludicrous her story sounds. So she can hear it. You know, we don't have to necessarily get the bullhorns out. I'm perfectly fine having a conversation with the Wells. I'm perfectly fine hearing their side of the story and them answering my questions. I got a lot of questions. You know, it's not going to be the same boilerplate questions they've been having. I've reviewed all of their footage. I've got some major hard-hitting questions, primarily for Candace and her mother. If they would like to answer my questions, I'm happy to do it in a respectable manner. I'm happy to keep the bullhorns and signs in the vehicle and just speak to them. But this YouTuber, the scumbag, he's trying to strum up drama that's not even there. Seriously. He doesn't even know what we do. He doesn't even know who we are. You know, I know who he is. I know what a scumbag he is. You're not going to threaten me and you're not going to intimidate me. I'm not one of these women you like to beat up on. Okay? I can handle my own, little boy. I can handle my own. So, we are going to still go out there. I just want to let you guys know. Thanks for the virtual hugs. I love you guys back. There's my virtual hug. Mwah, 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 mwah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We can all agree that the gentleman does have a few screws loose, and we are going to continue to move forward. That's the crux of it. We can stop the live chat right now. Right? It's over. We're going out. No, I'm just joking. We'll stay on. I love you guys. But at the end of the day, you know, we're going to still go out. This jackass is not going to intimidate me or anybody on the team. As you know, I always say the team because it's not my team. We're all collective individuals. We bring our work together, and you know, it's not about me. There's no I in team, and it's not my team. It's a team. It's a good team. It's a great team of influencers that get a good message out there. Like we're still working. You guys got to understand, we're still working and have Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie's case still open. You know, we're still applying pressure. We're still going to that house. We're still following information. We've got Kylan Schulte and Crystal Turner, two beautiful souls that were senselessly murdered in Moab, Utah, that hasn't been, solved yet. We're still running down leads and making calls on that. Like we are up to our eyeballs in work. We work all day long. You know, every one of us work, you know, on these cases. And now we're throwing in Summer Wells into the mix. That means we're going to have a whole host of other things. And we're getting people sending us in leads for her case too. So we're having to go, you know, we're doing a lot of work, folks. A lot of people don't realize. I mean, for me, I'm getting up at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm working. It's 10 o'clock at night right now. It's 10 o'clock at night. Think about that. I'm still working. And, we got this junkie in grandma's basement threatening us. And people are supporting it. Sick. Supporters of that jackass are sick. Excuse my language. I try to keep it PG here. But I think you guys understand. You know, it's like somebody threatening your family member. You know, how would you feel about it? And then him not stopping. Like he's put like 2 or 3 different videos, and it went from, he's possibly coming down. He's already notified them to him bringing guns. We're unarmed people. Unarmed. And you're talking about, like, what is going on in your mind that you think that shooting unarmed people because they stand in a public easement is going to be okay? Do you understand that if you shoot that gun or even brandish that gun, dude, you're gone. Like, you're in jail. You're in jail. What are you going to do? Gun down all of us? What kind of sick, twisted person are you? You clearly don't value your own life. You clearly don't value your own life. You're taking your own life away from yourself, brother. I would never put myself in that kind of jeopardy. I would never threaten people like that. That's a threat. That's beyond First Amendment constitutional rights. That is a legitimate threat to do bodily harm to unarmed people following the law. You understand that, right? Mm. No, we're not going to keep our fingers on 911. I think we're just going to bring 911 with us. I mean, that's going to be, I mean, at this point, they have a clear, credible threat. If law enforcement fails to provide the necessary protection to us, they will be on the hook financially. They will be on the hook a lot more than that, because I guarantee if anything happens to me, they will be sued. We will own that town. You know, you're talking about people that they are required to protect. They know that there's a credible threat, and we have a constitutional right to be there. You got to protect us. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So I'm pretty sure law enforcement will be there with us. There's not going to be a need to even have our fingers on 911. You know, and I doubt that Don Wells needs that kind of drama. You know, this guy's saying he believes in Don Wells and Candace, yet he's bringing this extra element that was not necessary to this situation. So now we're dragging actual law enforcement officers into this situation when Don Wells and Candace Wells need to be avoiding law enforcement, right? So you, my friend, are doing them absolutely no good. You're only helping us, because now law enforcement's there. And believe me, if one thing is done incorrectly or unlawfully, they will be on that Wells property. They will be on that Wells property. They will be able to find something. Don Wells will probably go to jail without bond. And you call them your friends? That doesn't seem like you're being their friend. Better think this through. You keep telling me to think it through. You're a tool. Maybe you need to sit back and think it through. Tool. It's a complete tool. This is why I don't trust people that use and abuse drugs. If you're on drugs, as many of you know, I'm an ex-addict. Please go get help. CA, NA, AA. I don't care. 90 meetings, 90 days. You know, we just got to keep pushing through. We got to keep pushing through. But this is why I just don't like that whole, you know, makes people kooky. Yeah, that's kind of where we feel that, you know, maybe the person that did whatever they did to Kylan Schulte and Crystal Turner may have been under the influence of narcotics of some sort. You know, this drug epidemic has just kind of taken over. It's literally, I remember back in the day, you know, when we were watching Just Say No, you know, it was about marijuana, and it was talking about they had that egg that's broke on the frying pan, you know, back into my era, Just Say No campaign with the fried egg for the marijuana. That's what I think these people with all these extra, these weird drugs that are out there on the streets now, I just feel like it didn't even fry the brain. Like it just sucked the freaking brain right out of them. People just have no common sense. They've lost all, they lost their marbles, man. Like, and they're not getting them back either. Like even half the people that do get sober are still, you know, there's still something wrong. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. I know. It's insane. This is insane. I don't get it. It you know, it's almost like they're a cult of massacres or something. I don't know. We're working on getting his very violent, threatening channel pulled. We're going to have to just keep working with YouTube on it. Many of his videos were flagged. We got screenshots of them. So when they are taken down, we still have the evidence necessary for him. But he doesn't need to be on YouTube. He's violent. He's using YouTube just to make money. And, you know, in the grand scheme of things, I don't really care if you make money on YouTube or social media. I mean, I get a little bit here and there, especially on my TikTok account, you know, with the following I got over there. You know, we got the creator fund, so I get money from that. I don't mind people making money. You know, my Twitter page, I have an option to monetize that, which I have. I just never did any ticketed stuff for it, so I haven't made any money on Twitter or anything like that. But I don't, this is a job. It is a full-time job, I have to say. So I don't care that people make money doing what they love and doing a job. His is not a job. His is just he gets I don't get it. Like in every single case, he's got to try to be the mafia protector of the wrongdoers. So like he's a sympathizer for the Laundries. He'd probably be a sympathizer for whoever murdered Kylan Schulte and Crystal Turner. He's a sympathizer for Don and Candace Wells, which most likely something happened to their daughter and Candace disposed of her daughter, and Don's helping after the fact, helping her cover it up. And he's wanting to protect these people. Like, you're on the wrong side of this, dude. But hey, whatever. It's your life. You do what you want to do with it. But I'm going to tell you, you don't threaten me. You don't threaten me. So we've already got law enforcement we've already sent law enforcement his videos. So they're well versed in what kind of douchebag this guy is. It is my hope that he chooses to stay in Texas. We're not violent and we're not going to be armed people. I will have protection, most likely law enforcement with us. And that's really all we really need at this moment. So I'm still confident. I keep looking at this guy, and he can punch in the air all he wants and talk about how he's a boxer. But so far, I haven't seen him do anything with that boxing skill that he so, likes to brag about. But my friend, White Boy Lockdown Radio, is happy to take him on in a legitimate boxing match if he so chooses. If he wants to get in the ring and show how old and slow he is, my boy will take you on, brother. My boy will take you on. I promise you. I would think he'd go easy on you on the first round, but I don't see you passing the second. So you can keep telling and pumping yourself up with your fans and being this, your pseudo person that you are. I think you do that because you probably are ill-equipped in certain areas of your life. So we'll just leave it at that. Because most men don't act the way you act. Real men don't. What you are is a coward. You're threatening women. You're threatening women with bodily harm. That is disgusting. It's deplorable. And we espouse violence. And we espouse domestic violence. And I have a funny feeling, my friend, you are a domestic violence card holder. I'm glad the missus left you. I'm glad she wisened up and left you. But you're sitting in the freaking basement of your grandmother's house. How can anybody take you seriously? Why does anybody take you seriously? Because you talk shit? I can come on here and talk all the crap I want to, but I don't. I have integrity, I have character, and I have class. 3 things you don't have. All right, let's see what we got here. We got, okay. Derek Williams, has anybody seen the Prayer Garden of America? Is live right now playing videos. She claims Donald sent her. I wonder if they're even real. I don't know. I can tell you I'm not personally watching it because I'm obviously on here. But if you want to give us updates, please do so. I would love to hear those updates and find out what's going on. Well, we got an idea. Yeah, I thought it was his mom too, but somebody told me it was his grandmother's house. So I'm wondering if mom and him live at grandma's house. I don't know. Where is Summer? I'm not sure. I just got information tonight. I thought it was his mom's house too. And somebody said, no, it's his grandmother. So it could be one or the other. So I could be wrong about that. Either way, whether it's mama's basement or grandma's basement, he's still a low life piece of crap that can't take care of himself. I mean, think about it. If he was doing so great on YouTube, why isn't he living in a home by himself? Why isn't he renting a home by himself? Why is he at home living in a basement, driving a piece of crap car that has every single light on the dashboard lit up? Obviously he's not doing that good. So the people that are sponsoring him and sending him your money that you work hard for to get, you're a fool, because he's not spending it on the things he needs to be spending it on. He's probably spending it on drugs and alcohol. Drugs and alcohol, folks. Quit supporting him. Quit supporting his behavior. Grow up. Don't any of you guys have families? Support good causes. Don't support a drug addict. What's wrong with you people? Okay, so we got a few people saying that he lives with his mom. It's not his grandma's house, it's his mom's house. He loves doxing women. Let's talk about that. He's a special kind of piece of crap, right? When he picks on women. You know what that tells me? He's not strong enough to pick on men, because it makes him feel better that he can pick on somebody that he thinks he can whip. Well, baby, you haven't met me. You don't really want to. I can tell you that. You don't want to meet me. And you damn sure don't want to violate me. I've been beaten. I don't deal with it anymore. I'll go slap postal on you, dude. Slap postal on you. If anybody saw that altercation, I don't know why I got in the middle of Jonathan and that other guy when that guy came out of the woods and was acting berserk, but trust me, that's me, right in the middle of it. Didn't think twice. Had a clipboard in my hand. That clipboard was about to go in that guy's throat. I know how to handle myself. I don't want to. That's not what I want to do. Jesus. Yeah, something needs to happen, but now that everybody's stepping backwards, they'll be the first to play your videos. Yeah, agree. Yes, yep. That's the dirt bag. That's the dirt bag. Real piece of garbage. Operation Rescue Our Children. We appreciate your service. We are out there. Oh, and there was a lot of people that asked, if you guys are in Tennessee and you want to come out there, come out there. We will be, we would like to speak to the Wells. We'd like to have a nice casual conversation with them. We have tough questions for them. We don't want boilerplate questions that Brian Enton sent them. We went through all their videos. We have very, very specific, direct questions that we want answered from Candace and her mother. So Don, we don't want to talk to you. You can sit this one out. We want your wife. We want your mother-in-law. We want them on the record. We noticed that you, the one person that wasn't there when she disappeared, is the spokesman for your family. I don't like that. It shows me there's deception. I want your wife. Put her on the record. So we all know that this jerk, this crazed lunatic in Texas is just a troll, a professional troll. Actually, he's a drug addict troll. He's not even a professional. There's nothing professional about him. He looks like a creep. Makes me wonder what he's done. He needs to be in jail. I don't care who you are. He needs to be in jail. Yes, Operation Rescue. Yes, anybody. I'd like to get with you. You know what? Let me go over here real quick. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can. This is fine. Hold on just a second. Let me see if I can. Hold on. Sorry, I'm working on this. No, I don't want to block you. I don't want to put you in timeout. I just want to comment to you. Listen, why don't you do this? Why don't you go over to my, if you're not following me on Twitter, go over and follow me on Twitter. It's at American Law 411. Direct message me. Make sure you put in the direct message your Operation Rescue Our Children. I want to give you my telephone number. I want to have a conversation with you and tell you our specific dates that we are going to be there. But yes, if there is any way that we can have some assistance in that area, we definitely want to. First of all, I don't take this guy. is a douchebag. I really don't think he's going to. I think he's all talk, no action. But the more people, the merrier. It sends a bigger, louder message. It's not just going to be the bullhorns and stuff. We want a little legitimate investigation. We want to door knock these people's houses. Neighbors, find witnesses. Get some information, get them on the record, find out what the heck happened. We know a neighbor heard a scream. We need to know what time that is. So any kind of support that we can provide, whether it's just holding signs, whether it's just being there, we need as many people there as possible. This will deter any defectors. This will deter any cowards like this crazed maniac in Texas that needs to be in jail, this drug addict. Whatever you can do, just go over there again at American Law 411. That's me. DM me. Make sure you put Operation Rescue Our Children. I will provide you my phone number, and I'd like to chat with you tomorrow. I'm going to be exhausted tonight. My brain is just kind of flying 1,000 different directions. But yes, any help that you guys can provide would be greatly appreciated. We are considering other, people have asked, when we're going to be there. If you want to assist, go over to my account. Let me know who you are. I've got to, with the Operation Our Children and these other people, I've heard about you before, so I'm not too concerned about you, but I will have to vet some people. So I do need to find out who would like to come, who would like to partake in this. It's going to be peaceful. We're not there for violence. We don't want violence. You're more than welcome to bring, pepper spray, the stuff. If that's what you feel comfortable bringing, we don't care if you wear a mask, if you go unmasked, if you're vaxxed, you're unvaxxed. We don't care about that crap. We just want bodies there. We want people there to help us and move the family. We need to get them to break their silence. Right now, we have the one person that wasn't there when she disappeared giving all the statements for the family. I don't want you, Dawn. I don't want you. I want a statement from your wife and from your mother-in-law. That's who I need statements from. So, and if we don't get them, you guys are going to be ready to snap. I shouldn't even say that because their driveway from the public easement is so far, like their house is so far away. Will they see us? Will they not see us? Will they know us? The only way we're going to be able to make an impact is having more people there. And if you guys are available and in Tennessee and you want to come there, I will give the dates out. You guys can go through other of my podcasts and it'll tell you what dates we're going to be there. I'm not going to say it publicly anymore. But there's definitely dates available to you. I'd like, more people there, the merrier. They will not do anything. It's the group of large numbers. When we've always been threatened, at Gabby Petito's, nothing happened. We were threatened again when we went to do Kylan Schulte and Crystal Turner. Nothing happened. We do take all threats credible. We do turn them over to law enforcement. We let law enforcement handle it because we follow the law explicitly. And we don't like taking matters into our own hands. If push comes to shove and we are in grave danger or in bodily harm, yes, we will take those measures seriously and conduct ourselves in a serious manner. But we don't. That's not a route that anybody wants to take. I think that's just ridiculous. We're trying to find a 5-year-old girl. Lord have mercy. Voice for the voiceless. Yes. We need to strum up news media. We need to strum up people, just bringing attention and awareness of us going down there. The cat's out of the bag now. We're going down. So at this point, I think the more people to know, the better. I think we need to get law enforcement involved. If you know what you can do if you have the ability, go to YouTube and download that jackass's videos because I've already reported them. I do believe YouTube will eventually take them down, and I want a recorded copy. If you're able to, or anybody on this chat is able to do that, to download those videos on his channel, I'd like copies of those for my records. So if anything does happen, he's prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. We don't play. I'm not going to play with him. I'm not going to be intimidated by him, and I'm not going to play with him. I'm going to treat him as a rattlesnake. He wants to be a rattlesnake. I'll treat him as such. I'll cut his head off. So that's how you can help. You see how someone in his live chat saying y'all go missing. Listen, they talk a lot of shit. People got to realize these people are all mouth. What are they going to do with me? If you guys haven't heard me, nobody wants to kidnap me. Nobody wants to make me disappear because I was screaming all the way. I've got this horrible, loud mouth. Like, you're not getting rid of me. You're not getting rid of me. The good news is that Pastor Locke, which is from Tennessee, Greg Locke, I was just at, kind of a revival, a church thing with him. And I pulled him aside and let him know who I was. And, he's praying for us. He's tells us that, he understands that we put ourselves in harm's way, but we have nothing to worry about. I trust him. I trust the word. I trust that God wraps me with his armor. I trust that. I have to. The work that we do, we have to. I've been saying that for years. I've been attacked for years, because people don't know who I am, what I've lived through, and they just want to throw this, that, the other up. And it took me a lot to just accept it and move on. And that's what I'm going to have to do. I'm just going to have to accept this and move on. It's one guy. It's one guy with 2,000 followers. First and foremost, his 2,000 followers aren't going to follow him to Tennessee. They're just not. Not over a family that has a missing 5-year-old kid and their story's changing right and left. It's just not going to happen. They can talk smack in that room and pat themselves in the back and puff themselves up and do whatever they need to do. But, at the end of the day, they're probably all broke, pot-smoking people living in the basement of their parents' house, just like him. Handing him all the additional money they have. Oh, my goodness. Oh, people are so foolish. So foolish. And he's trying to sell his merchandise too, and I get that, but why don't you say douchebag merchandise for sale? That would get you some money. I threaten women for a living. Why don't you put that on a shirt and see how well it sells? Yeah, but I don't think his people are donating as much. Maybe they are. I mean, he's got more followers than I do, but I just started my channel. He's been doing this for a while. Apparently, he had a lot of followers. I don't know who would have followed him. When you start killing dogs and you still have followers, you mutilate a dog on your YouTube channel, and people still follow you and fund you. That's just a twisted kind of sick. His followers are just some twisted people. And hey, so what? So be it. You guys want to follow that garbage? Follow him right to hell. Follow him right to hell, because that's where you're going. You're not gonna be saved. You're not gonna be saved. You're gonna go straight to hell. Yeah, you know what? And you very well could be correct about that. I think he's done some major damage issues to his own credibility. One, you don't threaten women that are out there trying to help a 5-year-old girl. It doesn't look good. It just doesn't look good. And not only that, but now we've got law enforcement involved from Texas all the way to Tennessee. It doesn't look good, dude. And you're a felon. And you're talking about brandishing guns. And you're throwing Don Wells's name up in there, which is just trying to avoid any law enforcement people as is. And now you're going to have law enforcement, something that could have been a simple, peaceful protest. Now you're forcing law enforcement to be involved and sit on the house. That's what you did for the Wells. You think you did them good, threatening us? No, you didn't. You just caused them more problems. And trust me, those officers are going to be keeping a close eye on that property while they're there protecting us. All the movements, all the comings and goings, making sure that we're protected. You didn't do them any justice. You just caused them more problems and more drama. You're a piece of crap. That's all you did. You're a piece of crap. Piece of crap. Derek Williams, she needs to get over her crush on old Donnie. I must be be missing a portion of that conversation. You guys must have had a back and forth between you. Thank you. I love Sam. Thank you, Sam. I like throwing your stuff up here. You're always so so good. Yes, we had a semi meeting between a couple of our team members that are going there this evening after I got out of church, and we realized that this guy is really, he, he's all talk no action. He's trimming up his followers, he's taking people on, he's trying to get donations. Yeah, that's the only way you can get donations, is creating chaos and finding reasons for people to support him and everything like that. But he's really just a dirt bag. He probably won't even show up, and even if he shows up, so what? It's one guy. It's one guy. And if he even so much as holds a gun, he's going to prison. He's a felon. He's a convicted felon. He's going straight to prison. They don't play that. Doesn't matter how long it takes officers to get there, dude. You're still going to jail. Da, 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 da. Okay, hold on. Okay, let me see if I can invite you. Okay. Okay, I'm going to drop the link. In here for you, Operation Rescue. We'll go ahead and bring you on and let you speak. We're going to drop the link now. It should be down there. If you see it, go ahead and come on and we'll get you on. Let me just Okay, that's good to know, Operation Rescue. Did you get my link, or do you need me to repost it? I'd like you. Okay. Let me know if you need me to repost it. I'm gonna. Sorry. I'm still far up on my my chats, but I did post it. Okay, Operation Rescue. I did post it. Just give me a minute. I'm going through these things. I did post the link, but I'll post it again. Okay, I'm posting it again. So if you want to come on, come on. If you're having some issues, let me know. I'm still going through. There's so many comments coming in. I do need a moderator. It's hard to do all this by yourself. Yes, we're going to need protection. Operation Rescue Our Children. I'm still waiting for you to come on. Please come on. Can't post comments, some destinations. What does that mean? I could care less about that. Why are they giving me that notification? Well, hopefully we'll get her on here soon. She can talk. We can just sit here and yap about it. We'll see what she has to do. Oh, it looks like she may have gotten off. I'm sorry, Operation. The bad thing is when I'm in here by myself, I'm way far up in the comments, so I don't get to your comments until much later. Like your comments were left at 10:06. It's 10:38 right now, and I'm just now getting to your comments. So, Precious Chaos, who's being a jerk? I'm going through these. I didn't say please be respectful in the chat and hit like. Oh yes, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, everybody. If you guys could like and share my lives, I'd greatly appreciate it. We're trying to get get the viewership up on here. I've got I've got quite a few followers over on TikTok. I got many followers on Twitter, and we're just now building a YouTube platform up, and need some followers on YouTube. I got to get my 1,000. I got to get to my 1,000, people on there so I can start, selling some Bullhorn bedding merchandise right from the site. We're going to have mugs, shirts, hoodies, and things of that nature. All proceeds go to helping these families, helping give the voice back to the people that have lost their voice, and also have helped, help these cases in general. So we need to get that up so we can start moving forward with, some of the goals that we have. Because right now we're living 100% off donations. We'd like to try to get away from that as much as possible. And with the whole, merchandise thing, you're getting something for your money and it's helping a great cause. So I do like that, but you have to, on YouTube, you have to do these steps. So you got to get to certain things before you can do certain things. And the only way I can get that is to get my 1,000 followers. So we are working on that. I got to say, we are coming up. I mean, I think yesterday we had 100 plus people subscribe to my channel. I thought that was awesome. It was really good. We just need to keep that momentum, going so we can, keep moving forward with what we're doing and how we're helping families. So I know there's a great team like Voice for the Voiceless is on here. She works a lot with Molly Golightly. Molly Golightly is a personal friend of mine. She came and helped with Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie. They're, applying pressure to the parents. She wanted to go out to Moab with us, but because this is the issue, we had gotten these kinds of threats when we went out to Moab. We were going to have a whole, crew, a TV crew with us to go down there and monitor it. And when we started getting threats and everything, we decided, maybe we needed to go a little more incognito and stuff like that. And come to find out, I still don't think that the news crews or the camera crew would have been good, down there with us asking the questions that we were asking. So I do think we still made the right decision on that, because I think, the bottom line is we're out there to try to help. We have to bring this stuff to you guys. So we need footage in order to do that. That's just, it just is part of the job. And, but I really believed, and I kept saying over and over again, I believe that once we got out there and they saw us and they saw felt our vibe, saw our body language, knew we were really there trying to help. It wasn't, for ratings and stuff like that. I knew in my heart that people would open up to us and tell us what they knew, because they knew we were trying to bring social media attention to the case. The case is cold. And they did not fail. I really believe that. I don't know, God puts things in my brain and helps guide me. And I'm very fortunate about that. And this was one of the things that he guided me on. He just told me if we just got down there, we didn't make it a spectacle. We just went down there and started talking to people, which was a much different strategy than we used on Brian Laundrie and Gabby Petito case. This was a different strategy. I just knew that it would work, and it did. And we were able to interview a lot of people. We were able to get a lot of information. People don't like talking to law enforcement. People don't like talking to private investigators. People don't mind talking to faces they see all over TikTok and Twitter. They when they realized we're there to help, they opened up to us. They told us some personal private information, which we would never tell, just so they could get help for their friends. Like, I can't even give an example. But they opened up to us and they wanted to put it all out on the table, which is kind of funny because it comes down to Candace Well. She gets up when they're asking tough questions and walks out of the Dr. Phil show. And it makes you wonder, like, these people that were Crystal's family, at McDonald's, it's the work family, put everything on the table. They didn't care. They put it all out there. Just so we had all the information and didn't doubt anything that they were saying, so we could provide help to their friend that is no longer with them. And you can't even get that from the mother of a 5-year-old child that's supposedly missing. I'm sorry, that child is no longer with us. I'd love to bring you guys better news, but I do not believe with dogs being out there on the property, the boys being out there on the property, the mom being out there on the property, the grandma being out there on the property, that somebody's going to park their car or drive up that driveway and nobody notices them and the dogs don't even bark. You cannot convince me of that. You just can't. just can't. You just can't. Yes, Starlight, I agree with you. I know I'm getting to you now. It's been a half an hour. You're probably not even still here. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff on here still coming in. But I'm just reading through these. I need to thank you, Downtown. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My friend Sam's on here, always giving us a pat on the back. We really appreciate that. Heather, hey. Baby girl, yes, everybody says I remind them of Beth. I appreciate that. That's a compliment. I don't have her rack. I wish I had a rack. That'd make me feel better, but sorry. TMI, right? TMI. Actually, that rack she probably had a lot of back problems from having a rack like that, but we won't go into that. But thank you. Yeah. Here's your brain on drugs. Go look at that crazed guy from Texas. He's supposedly going to drive down. I hope his car engine blows up. Is that bad of me to think that, to wish that? Like, it's like, I just wish karma would get people like that, I do. Yes. Yeah, I agree that his crew of people enable the crap out of him. It's sad, but that's what they like. That's you guys come on here. Everybody likes their different stuff. As long as he doesn't act on it and it's just all talk and no action, I'm fine with that. He's going to be, called out as a pussy, what he is. Excuse my language. I hate using this graphic language because I know sometimes people have children that watch this as well. But, it's just, he's going to show his own colors. People are going to realize that he's full of crap. I mean, he's talking some major smack, talking about guns, bringing guns. And you're bringing guns to what? Threaten people, women that are trying to help find a 5-year-old kid. If you support that kind of behavior, you are pure trash. Pure trash, folks. Pure trash. You guys need to tell them enough is enough. If you have any dignity in yourself, class, this is not the kind of guy you want to support. He's sick. There's something wrong with him. He killed an animal. You understand that? He's a psychopath. I wouldn't trust a freaking goldfish around him, let alone me personally or you or your children. Do you understand that? You are literally supporting a psychopath that has killed animals. He probably killed animals as a young kid. It's sick. Okay. Birds of a feather. Yes. Is mom on YouTube too? I wonder if mom's on YouTube. I wonder. But yeah, that's crazy. Don said tonight on his panel that he welcomes you guys and it helps to get his daughter's name out there. Boom! So Mr. Smack Talker, Mr. Felon that wants to bring a gun to an unarmed, peaceful protest where we're bringing national social media influence to a 5-year-old missing child, and the father welcomes us while you're talking crap. White boy, do you see this? Now you can go on your show and call him a real lame-ass pussy. Excuse my language. I hope you're watching this, white boy. I hope you're watching this. Maybe we should make a trip to Texas. We'll start fundraising for you to go there. We'll rent a boxing ring and we'll call that boxer that he calls the crackhead, the weed smoker, the bum living in mom's basement. Why don't we put him in the ring with you? I put money on you, baby. I put money on you. I believe in you. Look at that. Don said tonight on his panel, he welcomes you guys and it helps get his. So there you go. I got tough questions for Don. Don needs to sit back and let us do our job. And you know what? If Don really wants answers, truly wants answers, he needs to pony up his wife and mother-in-law. I hope while you guys are watching this that you guys post that in his chat. We do want to help. And we do believe he loved his daughter. We do believe that he does not know what happened while he was gone at work. I believe that. I believe that. So let us do our job. But Don, our job is going to be that we need to speak to your wife. We need to speak to your wife without you. We're very respectful people. We're very good at what we do. But if you really want to know what happened to your daughter and get your daughter's name out there, you've got to let us do our job. We need to speak to your wife. We need to speak to your mother-in-law. Please, if you can help facilitate that, we'd be greatly appreciative. We'll be greatly appreciative. So we're coming out there. We want to know what happened. Don, I'm sorry until I find out the truth, I'm going to take it as you're a good guy and you lost your daughter. I believe that you believe your daughter might have been abducted. I believe that's what you were told. I believe that's what you were force-fed to believe. I would like to talk to you, but you're going to have a come to Jesus. You're going to have to be honest with yourself that there might have been something else that happened in that home while you were gone. I need you to, you've already went down the path of you think somebody abducted your daughter. Okay. Let's take that abduction hat off and start looking at what if she wasn't abducted? What if she wasn't abducted? You had nothing to do with it. So quit. If you love your daughter, let her perpetrator or perpetrators be brought to justice, no matter how close they are to you. Please. Please. We're there to help. Your daughter needs her voice. Your daughter needs her voice. And, at some point you're going to have to think of other possibilities besides an abduction. So I hope you are truthful about you wanting to support us coming down there and bringing your daughter's name. But I really, Don, I need you to let us do our job. I really do. I need your wife and I need the mother-in-law. That's who I need. I need them. I need them on the record. I need the wife not to walk away. Don, every time she walks away, she makes herself look guilty. She's going to have to put her big girl panties on, pull herself up by the bootstraps, and realize it has nothing to do with her. It's about Summer. I need to speak to her. So I hope you can facilitate that. Hi from Wisconsin. Oh, you've been watching me since Brian Laundry. Thank you guys so very much. So very much. I know I'm just getting to this. You guys probably wrote, oh my gosh, it's been like 45 minutes since you wrote that. I'm so sorry. I'm still getting through all this. I mean, you guys are blowing up the comments right now. I love it. I love it. I love it. You guys are keeping me on my toes. Penny, yes, we know that we're going to be watching and monitoring this douchebag. We're going to be going after every channel. We're going to watch him so intensely. Like he picked with the wrong group of people. So we're going to be watching him so intensely that even on his backup channels, we're going to start hitting him. We're done. You do not threaten women. You do not threaten to kill women or shoot women. What is wrong with you? You think I'm going to stand by and let that happen? You think I'm going to let another woman be intimidated by this man? What do you think I'm doing with my time? What do you think I was doing out there in 98-degree weather, blistered up from the sun, protesting domestic violence? Do you honestly think I'm going to sit around on my hands while you're threatening women? And if you did that to me and did that to Molly, who else are you doing it to? I will not stand for it. I wasn't put on this earth to sit back and allow a man to treat women like that. Everything I've been doing is contrary to that belief. So we're gonna monitor his backup accounts, and if he starts throwing violence and hate speech out, we're gonna hit it. We're gonna come for you, buddy. We're coming for you. I would suggest you just take a few days off, get your brain right, go smoke your crack, and come back, in a few days after you've calmed down, because you're not doing yourself any justice and you're not doing the Wells any justice. I can guarantee that. And not only that, I'm going to pull your finances. I'm going to pull your finances if you keep screwing with me. We will take every single backup channel you have down. I will go so far as to reach out to YouTube and have them pull your IP address so you can never sign up for another YouTube channel under your IP address because you're a violent person and you only espouse violence. That's not what YouTube is about. You violate every single community standard it has, and you've been doing it for a long time, and we will come after you if so need be. I would suggest you just back off. But hey, you probably won't because this is strumming up people. This is probably going to try to make you money. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Anybody who wants to support that dirtbag deserves to go to hell right along with him. So yeah. I'm hearing that he's had those channels taken down. So we're going to keep monitoring him on here, and we're going to try to get him permanently banned. That's what we need to do. And guys, I'm going to probably need your help because when it's time to go in there and start hitting his page, we're going to go in there and start hitting his page. And right now I have 111 viewers here watching this live. And by the time we get ready to attack, I'm going to have 200 or 300 people in here ready to go in there and take his page down. We are not going to do anything but that. I mean, you cannot be violent. You cannot violate YouTube community standards. You cannot threaten people with a gun and expect to still be standing and be able to make money off that garbage. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yes, it is a narcissistic trait. Okay, guys, I'm trying to get through here. Yeah, he is putting people in danger by doxing. He's putting himself in danger by doxing because he's already publicly threatened us with bodily harm. So that means that if we ever saw him in public, we already feel that our life is in danger. That's putting him in a very bad spot, especially if we're in Texas, so even a worse spot because that's an open carry state. And if I ever go there, I can promise you I will be openly carrying my pistol. And if he comes in within 100 feet of me, I will let him know he needs to back up or I feel my life is threatened. I'm not going to play with him. He's already threatened me once. I will never let another man put their hands on me. I promise you that. So he's done himself a disservice. Yeah, I don't know what this Prayers for Garden of America is, Derek. I'm interested in learning more about that. I can't. Prayer Garden of America doesn't seem like. I mean, their name certainly doesn't seem like they would support somebody that is being violent and threatening women that are trying to help a 5-year-old girl. But if that's who they support, shame on them. Shame on them, and we need to expose them for that. So we will definitely keep an eye on that. Thank you for letting me know. Deborah, with everything going on, I want to speak to my team before I give out any more information. I did tell the dates that we were going to be there on my on a couple of my channels, my podcasts back. So I do, I did say it, but I don't want to say it publicly right now because of the heat that we've got. I don't know who's in here, who's monitoring this particular, this particular podcast. But, I just don't feel comfortable saying it right now. I want to talk to my team and find out if we're prepared now to come out with our dates of when we're going to be there. It seems like Don Wells is open to us being there, which is a breath of fresh air. I'm glad he is. We are trying to bring a national spotlight to his child, but again, he's got to open his mind up to other possibilities. When you close your mind off to only one possibility, it keeps you from being able to logically think something through. And if he was not there during the time his daughter disappeared, I can't talk to him. He's not who I want to talk to. I need to talk to the mom and the mother-in-law. Those are the people that we need to get a statement from, and we need to find out. And I can't have her running away, Dawn. I can't have her running away. She needs to answer these questions. She has to answer these questions. You guys want the stigma to go away? She needs to quit running off, and she needs to answer the damn questions, and answer them authentically. And people are human lie detectors. I mean, for me, I've been lied to my whole life. Like I you know what I'm saying? Like, I can tell a lie a mile away. You're not pulling a wool over my eyes. You're not pulling a wool over my eyes. So we'll just, hopefully they really are truly as receptive as they're saying. um Okay, Care, what he did to a dog is, from what I hear, I haven't watched it, nor will I, because I would go completely nuts. But apparently, he killed the neighbor's dog and sliced him open and exposed the dog's intestines. So, from what I hear, it was a really gruesome show. I'm surprised the man is not in jail for that. And shame on Texas for not having him in cuffs over the dog issue, especially with it being broadcast. I don't know if I'll have the stomach to watch it, but if somebody sends me the link, I will send it to somebody that can watch it, because I would like to get this to law enforcement, and I want him in jail. I want him in jail. You don't get to act like this and think that that's okay, and you don't get to profit off it either. It's sick. Let's see here. So the boxer is my friend. Well, what it was is in one of the first lives that he had that I watched. He was boxing and saying, "Oh, he's getting ready," whatever. He's acting like a jackass, like he was high on something. And he, was talking about this boxing thing. Well, my friend, White Boy Lockdown Radio, came on here. He picked up on that, and it's like, "Hey, bro, I'm right here." But see, what we find out is this crazy lunatic from Texas. He he likes picking on women. So he likes picking on women. He won't step to a man. He won't step to a man because a man will knock his lights out. In a ring, of course, and above board where everybody agrees that they want each other to beat the crap out of each other. I don't advocate for violence, but I have wrestlers in my family as well as boxers, and of course my friend White Boy Lockdown Radio. I really believe we'll have him down in round 2. I think he'll dance with him in round 1 just to give him a little taste. By round 2, I think he'll be done. TKO. It says for the knockout. Yeah, TKO. I had to think about that. It's been a long time since I said it. I'm okay. I'm okay. Marissa, I'm not sure. I could have. I believe he's a felon. I'll have to. We'll pull the background check on him. We have his full name, full date of birth. We know his email address. We know where he lives. We know everything about him. So, I'll have to do. I'll have to look at the full. I don't do that portion. Everybody on the team has their strengths and weaknesses, and some are better web sleuths and have better programs than I myself do, and I rely on them to get me that information. So we will go through his report. I will see about it. I know the report was pooled, so I just got to get some information. But yes, I'm talking about Benny Operation Rescue. Um, Oh, I love you guys. You guys make me so happy. You do. I love it. I love it. You guys are as spunky as me. You guys are spunky as me. I love it. I love it. Oh, you guys are great. Look at this. Precious Chaos, man. She loves me. Thank you so much. I love you too. I mean, she's always rooting for me. She's always trying to strum up my stuff. I love it. It's great. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Uh yeah. This somebody was asking about what happened with the dog. Um, this is what happened. So, what's so funny is I get on here and I start chatting with you guys, and then I start reading these comments, and I'm so exhausted when I come in, especially the late night ones. But here we're going on like an hour and 15 minutes. I'm not through all of the comments yet. It's always fun chatting with you guys and speaking with you and all this other stuff. And we're going to need that. We're going to need that right there because I want my white boy lockdown radio to come out to Texas and let's put them two in the ring. I say White Boy's going to have him at round 2. And the only reason why I say it's round 2, because I know White Boy's going to want to dance. He's going to want to sting him a few times. So he's going to dance with him in round 1. But by round 2, he's just going to be like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done having fun with you. Bah! Down he goes. That's what I see happening. Don't disappoint me, White Boy. Don't disappoint me. So, thank you. I love you guys. You guys are great. Yeah, that's why my sentiments. He's nobody. He's nobody. Couldn't find her channel. Not sure whose channel you were looking for, but that's okay. Prayer Garden of America. She's playing videos of Donald herself. Okay, well, I don't know who that is. I maybe get the link and we'll pop it in comments. Not this comments because we're already going on an hour and 20 minutes. It's already 11 o'clock. I got a lot of work to do. What's tomorrow? Oh, geez. Today was Friday. Oh, my gosh. Tomorrow is Saturday. Like, my week's already gone, folks. I just realized that this is the look of me when I realize my whole week is gone. Ah, blessed. Awesome. Well, I did throw the link down in there. I just didn't see you come on, and now I'm going to be wrapping it up. But just please go to my Operation Rescue. If you've heard me before, please go to my Twitter page. I'm probably not going to check my Twitter account. I mean, I'll probably check it in bed after I get off here. I just got to take this makeup off, and I'm already starting to get tired, and I'm drinking coffee, so the coffee's not even helping. So I've got to get off here soon. So let me try to get through the rest of these and just see what we got. Oh, 7 to life. Love it. Love it. Love it. Hey. Gotcha. It's his mom and dad's. Yeah, we're going to be very careful, Netta. We're going to be careful. From what I hear, he killed the dog not too long ago. He really did. He killed the dog not too long ago. I want to say like it was within the last week, or maybe I could be wrong about that, but we definitely need to figure that out. So Operation Rescue Our Children. Yeah, we want to make sure that we're going to be safe. So it's just because, I think the sky's all talk, no action. But, when you hear a credible threat, and especially when you're talking about guns and, we're unarmed people that are just trying to do right by Summer Wells, it's like, it does kind of, even my friend Damaged Goods with No Regrets was calling me to tell me, and I was like I felt bad because I didn't mean to be frustrated with her, but it's like, I'm already stressed out, and we know what we're walking into, and hearing it over and over, and then hearing our friends' real concern in their voice, it just adds a whole new element of concern, to us. And it sucks. So we got, so he's probably a crackhead, probably a meth head. He doesn't have a job. We all know that. He's living off his parents, living off his YouTubers. I mean, he's just a real piece of garbage. When are people going to wake up? But hey, whatever. They watch. Yeah, he's spiraling out of control, which is what. But it's concerning because Brian Laundrie was fine until he started spiraling out of control, and next thing you know, Gabby Petito's dead. So, the spiral that this gentleman's going in is a little sickening and a little concerning. So, we'll just have to monitor the situation. We're gonna have team meetings and stuff over the next few days before we take off, and over the next week or so. So. We'll figure it out. We'll get it figured out. But those that want to come and join the party, I'm skipping over a lot of comments. I do apologize. We all love you, Summer Wells. This is the sentiments we're going to go out with on tonight's show here. You know, we all do love Summer Wells. I wish I want so much to say that this is going to be a happy ending, that we're going to find her with some pedophile somewhere, or, you know, she's still alive. I just don't believe that's the case. I mean, like, who would think that being with a pedophile is good, right? But when you're looking for a child and you want to believe that they're alive instead of dead, I'd rather think that, you know, they're with a pedophile than buried under the ground. You know, that's what I meant by that. So I just don't want my words to be mixed up. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. But in this case, I just don't believe that's the case. I mean, when we look at it and we really review the information, there's a few things that, like, even when it came to Kylan Schulte and Crystal Turner's case, what makes me feel like it's a local, like somebody that knew the area and stuff, was the amount of times that the girls were shot, right? It was because it appeared that Crystal was running away and somebody is running her down. You know, whenever you're in an area you don't know and people are shooting at you, those people are usually running away as they're shooting, not running towards you and chasing you down like a rabid dog, you know, hunting you. And so I thought, and that's the same way I feel with this case, is like, you know, who would have came on that property to take that girl when there's dogs, there's kids? Nobody would have known. In that their house is a freaking mess. It's disgusting. And who would have known where that child was to go? And I mean, this is not something that you have your time to walk through a house and try to find a kid. Like, you've got to know exactly where they are and snatch them and go. But you're talking about dogs being there, dogs that will bark. I mean, none of this makes sense. None of this makes sense. And it's like, I almost want to test the waters. Like, I want Don to not be with me and let me walk into their yard and see how those dogs react. He's a convicted felon. Yes, I know about. Okay, so we do ascertain that Benny's a convicted felon, and a convicted felon, having any firearm near or about their body it will automatically throw them in jail. They can't have guns. They can't be in possession of guns. So, and yes, we believe Benny's a clown. We're going to we're going to be safe, guys. I don't want you worrying about our safety. We're going to post as much as we can when we can. We're going to keep you guys abreast. You guys are our lifeblood. You know, you donate your time to watch our videos. You pass us around. You get us, add us. You get us, people to subscribe to us. You even provide financial support for initiatives such as the Summer Wells case. I also want to remind anybody that if you would like to donate $1 to $5, $10, $20, that right there is Venmo and Cash App. 100% of the proceeds are going into Summer Wells. We were able to raise, I thought it was like $150. We really haven't raised all that much. One of the people that were going with us has been able to raise and cover her airfare and everything like that. So there was money raised. It was a good amount of money, but for our portion of the cause, we haven't raised all that much money. We've raised a little over $100 toward a $700 budget. So if, we're going regardless, guys, we are going regardless, but any kind of help that you can provide for this cause, please put in the memo section, Summer Wells, so we know that goes to the initiative. Because remember, we still have, this is our third case we have open. So we like to keep those, we don't like to commingle the funds, because 100% of those proceeds go into the work. And we want to make sure that they're applied appropriately. So please, if you guys do, have some, extra few bucks that you guys can donate, please do that. Again, the Venmo's right there, and so is the Cash App. And we should be leaving in the near future. Once I talk to my team, I will give you guys more of an idea of when we will be leaving for sure. And, we'll try to keep you guys updated. I mean, if it becomes a major safety concern, I'm going to have to withhold that information for a little bit. But I kind of think this guy's all talk, no action. I think he's just trying to strum up money, strum up drama, and strum up merchandise purchases. So we'll see. Anyways, I love you guys. You guys are beautiful people. God bless. And we thank you for watching.